Well, hey YouTube, so today guys, we are back here with another awesome review. This is something I've been looking forward to for quite a few number of weeks now. This is the GoolRC T47 upgradable foldable drone here. So, I reviewed the quadcopter toy a couple weeks ago. At this point, it's probably been a couple months ago at this point, and unfortunately, it was a it was a $20 toy. It was a toy. It wasn't even a real drone. It was a quadcopter, and unfortunately, I lost it. Unfortunately, I was flying it one day, and a wind gust kind of picked the thing up here and kind of blew it away from me, and I lost it forever here. But I'm very happy I'm able to have the opportunity here to review another drone, and this one's a more expensive drone, and this is actually considered a drone and not a quadcopter toy. So I'm beyond excited for this product here. So it comes in a nice little carry-on case. Thank you for that, because now I can bring this thing on the go easily. Obviously there is an instruction manual in there, but the truth is, the setup process is typically quite easy with these things. It's not typically they make this very easy for me, so it should not be necessary, which is definitely a big selling feature in my opinion. So here's a good look here at the drone. It's very nicely packaged. Good job, guys. You really did a nice job here. So it comes with a realistic controller here, so it's meant to be a one-handed operation. You know, I do wish maybe more of a gamepad-like design was used, but that's okay. Not a big deal here. So it's time to take a look here at the drone here. So it's small. It's not that big. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to kind of pull out the legs like this here, as you guys can see. So pull out the legs like that, and the battery is in here, guys. I do believe the battery is separate. I'm going to have to push it in here because I believe they do that for safety reasons, because obviously when you're transporting batteries overseas, there's always a chance of damage and stuff like that. So companies do tend to leave that stuff kind of, separate during transfer. That's not always the case, but sometimes companies do that. So it does appear as a spare battery comes here with this product, which is awesome. I'm happy it comes with a spare. I'm going to remove the tape here, because as you can see, you see a little crevice there. You do want to attach the crevice together there. So I'm going to remove the tape here, and I'm going to get this show on the road. Okay guys, the battery here is now officially attached here. So at this point, I think it's time to turn this thing on here. So I'm going to hold down the power button. As you can see, some type of infrared signal is coming out here. So that does lead me to believe that this thing is now on here. So it's time to turn this on. So this thing was left on, unfortunately, and that's the way it was shipped to me, on. So I got a feeling the battery is not going to be, yeah, there's no power in the battery here. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get the battery out here. Yeah, it's right here. So let's take the case off here. Let's see what's going on inside of here. Okay guys, the back cover is off here, and like I suspected, no batteries do come with this thing. Not too big of a deal though, but so just get your AAA batteries, plug it in the back. Don't be afraid to push on the back cover. It does require moderate force to pull the back cover off. Just be aware of that. So that's why the power button was left on during transport, because there's no batteries in there anyway. So this thing is now bleeping. This thing is now on. I'm going to turn this thing on. This thing is on here. So let's do our first test flight, guys. This is a big deal. So when last time I reviewed the drone, it did take a couple seconds for this thing to connect. So give it a couple seconds to connect here, and we should be ready to go any second. Okay, guys, everything is ready to go here. If you click down on this button like this, it's gonna turn on like this. If you want to turn it off, do that. So you see how I'm doing that right now. So guys, I'm gonna take this thing outside, because the truth is I tried testing this inside. It's gonna go all over the place. So I'm gonna bring this thing outside to do a real test, because that's what's gonna need to be done here. But yeah, this thing is crazy. So let's go outside. Make sure you don't do it on grass. Make sure you do it on a hard surface like that. Press this, right? I'm gonna hold down the up button to go up here, and here we go. So that's a good look here at what this thing can do here. I don't have too much space though. You know, I do lack some space here, so I can't go too crazy here. But if the wings ever kind of crunch in, you just kind of push it out like that here, so this thing can take a hit. These are sensors on here, so these sensors can withstand damage, and it can make sure you're in a very stable location here. Let's quickly do it one more time here. let me warn you guys now, it takes time to master. It takes time to master this stuff. It's not going to be instant. So, excuse me if I'm not the best at it. It does take a couple of seconds for it to reconnect, and make sure you're at a safe surface. Okay guys, before I end this video here, let me just remind you guys about one more thing. So there actually is an application here, and the application, as you can see, has a camera mode, has a selfie mode, has all these cool features, and the plan was to use this mode. The issue is, it simply does not work for some reason. It simply does not work here, and if you check your reviews of the application here, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. It has a 2-star review here, so this seems to be a common issue here. So while I wish I could have used this mode because everybody tells me this mode is better, unfortunately I was only able to test this mode out here, and while it's tricky to use, it definitely is possible if you get used to it. So just be aware of that. But overall, I think this thing is really cool. If you do want to buy this, Amazon link's down below. But make sure you guys subscribe and like for daily news and reviews content. Thank you, GoolRC, for sending me this for review, man. Just make sure you improve the application because that's the way to go. So yeah, thank you and bye.